Okay, here we are with the vocabulary from chapter 1. So I think I'm going to read the vocabulary and go through some examples just for reading practice. So word number 1 is fan. Fan. Fan, not fen. Fan. A fan is a person who likes something a lot. An example, I'm a huge fan of Stranger Things. I'm not. I'm not a huge fan of Stranger Things. That's how you change a sentence from a positive to a negative. The TV show name is Stranger Things. You could put anything you like in here. I'm a huge fan of spaghetti. Doesn't have to be TV, it can be food. You can be a huge fan of a particular type of food. I'm a huge fan of coffee, of chocolate. It just means you really like something or you love something a lot. Word 2 is drop. Now drop means when something's released or it comes out. To come out or release. So when new episodes, an episode is one slice or one piece of a long TV show or long drama. So new episodes drop this Friday. We could modify this sentence by saying new episodes drop on Fridays. Or whatever day of the week it happens to be. New episodes, instead of drop, are released. Okay? New episodes come, out. Word number 3, tradition. Tradition. A repeated custom or practice. These could be country traditions, community traditions, family traditions. They could be personal, singular traditions that you do however you want to. It's often something that's repeated. So it becomes a tradition because it's something that you always do or almost always do. So let's say we always do this. Something that's always done. So this could be a lucky superstition. It could be a particular meal on a birthday or something you like to do at a particular time of the year. Like on January the 1st, you might want to go and look at the first sunrise. You might like to make snowmen and snowwomen in winter. It might be a tradition that you do with your children. You might make snow people when it snows. You like to go sledding in the mountains. Some people like to watch the same movie on Christmas Eve every year. So like Home Alone #1 or Harry Potter #1 tends to be a good movie people watch as a kind of family tradition. Rewatching old seasons is my tradition. So before a new season comes out, you might want to rewatch an old season. That might be your habit or your routine. MCU stands for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So the MCU has so many great characters. We won't focus too much on this, but Marvel has different characters such as Iron Man, Spider-Man, Thor, Captain America, Doctor Strange, etc. So they all come together in movies that connect and overlap in some ways, which is where you get the expression universe from. So we can also have the Star Wars universe. So these are all stories that take place in a universe with a particular set of rules and stories that are disconnected from the real world but exist in their own reality for the purpose of storytelling. I like that. Rewatch. Again, as it says, to re-watch, to watch again, to watch something again, usually because it's really good or you weren't paying attention the first time. Some of the best movies are actually better the second time you watch them because you notice the stuff in the background or the foreground that you didn't the first time. I usually rewatch the whole series. A lot of time on your hands. Season finale. Pronunciation check. Season finale. This is the last or final episode of a season or a series, depending on the country. The season finale had a crazy twist. Crazy is okay to use, it's not a bad word, as long as you're not using it in a negative way. It had a crazy twist. A twist is when the story or plot changes in a way that you didn't expect. So a story or a plot change, maybe like a surprise change. Cliffhanger. Now, cliffhanger, like the Stallone movie, but it leaves you on the edge of your seat because you don't know the conclusion or result of something. A classic example is The Italian Job, where the movie ends with a cliffhanger that I'm not going to spoil for anyone that hasn't watched it. But if you haven't seen The Italian Job, the original one, not the crappy remake with the minis, the BMW minis probably. Yeah, I don't know what exact model they were, but anyway, the new one where it wasn't very fun. Go back to watch the original. I don't remember the year. I should remember it. But anyway, it's really good. Great cliffhanger, regarded as one of the best. So a cliffhanger, getting back on track, leaves you in suspense. It's suspenseful. It was so intense, in fact. Avengers Infinity War had a cliffhanger of some sorts because it wasn't a conclusion or ending to the story. Some people went to the cinema thinking Infinity War was actually the end, and then were quite surprised. Oh, that was weird. Oh yeah, there's another one coming out next year. Oh, there we go. Spoiler. I'm doing my best to avoid spoilers. Spoilers, by their nature, spoil or reveal things that are in the story but don't want to be in the story. Alright, sorry, there's a brief pause for a moment. Somebody came to say hello. To spoil this video. It's a very highly professional video. Spoiler. So information, info means information or data, but we don't want to use data, we use information. That reveals key, important plot points. So imagine your friend says, I just watched the new movie of blah, 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 and they all die at the end. Well, there's no point in you watching the movie now because you know the ending. So that's boring, and they're a spoiler, and they spoiled it for you. So be careful. Don't give me any spoilers. If you did that to me, I'd, until the day I die, find a way to get my revenge on you if you ruined one of my favourite movies I was waiting to watch. Quite rightly, I suppose. Binge watch. Excuse me. Binge watch is when you watch many episodes at once. Now, binge watch could be, let's say, for example, on Tuesday night, you watch episode 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's a binge, because you're watching 4 episodes of something in one night. It's quite a lot. But you could also, on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, you could watch 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's Friday night, so why not? You could spread them out over a course of a week. That would still be considered binge watching because you're squeezing them in to a time that a long time ago wouldn't have really been possible, because you would have had one episode a week on TV at 8 p.m. on a Wednesday. But now things come out all at once, or they come out quicker, or people go back and catch up on stuff that they didn't get a chance to watch the first time. So this kind of binge is possible now. It wasn't a long time ago. Only when DVD box sets and stuff like that started coming out was it really possible to sit down and watch lots of things at the same time. It's called an omnibus. In the UK, on a Sunday afternoon, BBC One or ITV1 had, they probably do still have, omnibuses, which is where they squeezed all the soap operas from one particular soap opera into one large binge. So people who missed episodes or missed the week could sit down at home on a Sunday afternoon and spend 2 hours watching their favourite soap, if they so wished. The last word, streaming. Not such a new word now, in 2026, but this is when you watch shows or movies online. So you need an internet connection, because you need to download. We don't need to download because you're watching it, you're streaming it live through the internet. So through your internet service provider, you're getting access to a movie or a TV show or a particular channel. So some people prefer to do this through their cable TV. Some people use their phones, they use their notebooks or laptops to stream something. Maybe live, it might not be live. I'll go through the words just one more time. Fan, drop, tradition, MCU, rewatch, season finale, cliffhanger, spoiler, binge watch, streaming. Binge watch is a difficult word to pronounce, so just slow down your speech. Binge watch. Binge watch. That was the vocabulary from chapter 1. Thank you for watching.